You're listening to Mix 1041 WCLE, the exclusive home of high school football. It's now time for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, the best post-game show in the area. All the scores, recaps, and your phone calls at 614-6499 to talk about any game. Now, your host, Greg Phillips and Kent the Biscuit Christian.
Welcome to Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. We did have Kent the Biscuit Christian on there, and that's who's with me tonight. So, Biscuit, welcome back.
And welcome back, and I'm glad to be back, and here we are, and let's make it happen.
You come back on Bradley Walker Valley rivalry week with Bradley Cleveland next week.
I know, some things never change. You always struggle with that word.
I know, I do. So, big win tonight for Bradley Central at the MAC. The new name of the Walker Valley Field. So 24-10, and then Cleveland hangs on tonight at McMinn County with a lot of injuries, a lot of things happening up there. Can't wait to hear what happened there, but Cleveland with a big win, 21-17. Let's go ahead and take the caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Hey, did the Wild County Polecats win tonight?
Caller, can you go again? All right, caller. We'll try to get the bugs worked out, and we'll come back to you. So call us back. So Kent, you want to give us the scoreboard real quick?
Yeah, of course. Bradley Central defeats Walker Valley 24-10. Cleveland defeats McMinn County 21-17. Bearden defeats Oak Ridge 14-9. Polk County defeats Sequoia 29-0. Knox Central defeats. We flipped that. Knox Fulton defeats Knox Central 31-14. Rockwood loses to Sweetwater 36-35. Loudon defeats Lenoir City 43-7. McCauley defeats Calhoun, Georgia 38-20. Marion County defeats Sequatchie County 21-0. East Ridge loses to Stone Memorial 47-21. Saudi Daisy loses to Signal Mountain 21-14. Corns defeats William Blunt 40-7. Alcoa defeats Gatlinburg Pittman 56-7. Grundy County loses to Tyner 52-14. And Farragut defeats Farragut loses to Knox West 41-38.
Caller, you're on the Blitz.
How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing good, Brad. How about you?
How you doing? I was just going to call in and say, go Bears on the big win tonight against Walker Valley.
Yeah, that is a big win for them. It was a good game. The Bradley defense played phenomenal.
Yeah, and we play Cleveland next week.
That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, I was just listening. I listened to the Cleveland broadcast tonight.
Yeah, you listen to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Woo, Brett. What's Damon going to think about that?
No, I was listening to the Cleveland game and listening to the end of our game.
Okay, long as that's what you were doing.
I was going to tell you, McMinn County has Ray County next week. And Bradley plays Cleveland next week, too.
That is correct. Another crosstown rivalry game.
And Walker Valley plays Ottawa next week, too.
Yep. That's a district game for all of them.
For homecoming.
Oh, it's homecoming?
For Walker Valley.
Are you going to Walker Valley's homecoming?
No.
Okay, good. We got to keep you out of there.
I was going to give you the score on Tellico Plains and McMinn Central.
Give it to me.
18-16.
That's what we got as well, Brett.
I was just going to call in and say hi to Biscuit Christian tonight.
What's going on, Brett? How you doing?
Good.
That's good. Good to hear from you, man.
I called in last week.
I retired last week. I had to come back.
Had to come back and save me.
Yeah, I had to come back. Greg was worried.
Yeah. I was going to say a big win for Cleveland and a big win for Bradley and the going to have a big game next week against Cleveland on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Definitely so. Well, Brett, we got a bunch of people trying to call in, so I hate to cut you short, buddy, but we're gonna have to run tonight, buddy. So we'll talk to you next week. You can call us. Well, first of all, Bradley Cleveland, who's gonna win and what's the score?
Oh my God! Why are you telling me this now?
Well, I just need to know who you think's gonna win.
I'm going with Bradley.
What's the score gonna be?
42-14.
Woo! Come on, Brett.
42-14, Cleveland?
No, he picked Bradley.
No, I was trying to flip it on him.
That's where I went to school.
I thought you went to Cleveland.
No, I went to Bradley.
He's just messing with you, Brett. Well, buddy, we got to run. We got to let some other people call in.
All right.
Thanks, Brett. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Give us a call, 614-6499. It's a crosstown rivalry game tonight. Look at me getting that right. Rivalry game tonight. We want to hear from you and what you thought about the game. Great atmosphere at Walker Valley. And McMinn County Cleveland was a great game as well, so we want to hear your thoughts on that as well. So give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
3 Mountain View Nissan locations mean one giant selection. And with over 800 new Nissan vehicles to choose from, we've got something the whole family will love. Like no payments for 90 days and 0% financing on select Nissan models. That's right, 0 payments and 0% financing on some of our best-selling Nissan models. So come shop Mountain View Nissan in Chattanooga, Dalton, and the all-new Cleveland, home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Welcome back to Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. We got a caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
52-31.
Come on. That's the boogeyman in full effect.
Yeah, the boogeyman got him.
He's back.
Have you seen him play yet?
Oh, yeah, I was there at the game last night.
Okay. So are they the real deal like they always are this year?
Yep. Same old song, second verse.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, Powell is normally a pretty good football team, so that's for them to come out and beat Powell like that, that's impressive.
Ain't much song. Hey, did the Wild County Polecats win?
Oh,
They did 2-0.
We're
the
back.
Big Red
Can
Train.
you believe it?
We're back.
Rolling, it's turning on the others. Going to start rotate the other way.
That's exactly right.
Hey, I'm happy Polk County's back. That's all I need to know.
That's the Big Red Train is back on the track.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.
So Polk County hasn't won 2 games in I think it's the last 4 years. I think they're 1-29.
We're back. We back. Hey, that's all I needed to hear to come back. My first show back all year, and the Polk County's 2-0. I mean, what more do you need?
The boys of summer. And fall.
I mean, the head coach over there, great guy. The Brewers.
Oh, yeah.
Great people over there.
Definitely. We'll go ahead and take this caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, we won. Cleveland beat McMinn County, and I see refs were up to their antics that they've been up to for years.
I've heard a couple of people say that, and that Cleveland was able to fight through it and come out with a close victory.
It was a barn burner.
So, did you go to the game?
No. I sit at home, but I've got a grandson that's playing.
Who's your grandson?
Nick Nicodemus.
Nick Nicodemus.
Yeah.
Committed to Tennessee Tech.
Yes, he does. Yes, he is, and he's good to his grandma.
Hey, that's the most important part.
And he understands that I'm not there. I'm old and I'm afraid of COVID.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, I could not believe it. It was unbelievable. Those refs were awful.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll let you go and take some more calls.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye-bye.
So, Kent?
Is it a Cleveland McMinn County game if they don't blame the refs?
Hey, it's not a McMinn County game. And if you're at McMinn County, that's typically what you're going to get.
I mean, according to Scott Carroll, I mean, it's you're playing McMinn County plus the refs and a couple more people too. But I mean, I'm not really sure at this point. So I mean, over the years, Scott Carroll has added about 25 different refs and then 25 other different people who you're playing against up there. So I mean, it's a great win for Cleveland. I mean, anytime you go up to McMinn County, I mean, and you go up there and win a good win too. I mean, you got to applaud them for doing that. Marty Wheeler and company up there.
Yeah, definitely so. And so we'll take this caller and we'll talk about those stats here in just a second. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
It's Hunter Diggum.
Hey, what's going on?
Biscuit.
What's going on?
Cleveland people complain about the refs more than anybody I've ever seen. When's it going to stop, Biscuit?
I mean, I don't know, Dugan. You tell me.
I mean, it's every time. Every time I turn around, the radio on, Cleveland pulled out a close one. The refs about pulled it from them.
I mean, not me, man. It's not me. We got a big I'm a graduate from Cleveland, but I mean, I don't blame the refs. I go out there and play the game.
Biscuit, that's on you. You started this culture there, and you're carrying it on after on the radio. Biscuit, that's on you.
I would agree with you. It is absolutely on Biscuit.
It is on me. I take the loss on
Biscuit started it. It's time for you to end it, Biscuit. End it right now.
You got to talk to the Scott Carroll, who he has to end that one. Hey, but Dugan, I will say this. Hey, Taylor had a great game tonight.
He did. He sure did.
He's probably the most athletic Dugan out of the three, y'all, if we're being honest.
All right, Biscuit. I got to get out of here. He did play well, but keep doing the good work, Biscuit.
Oh, that's you, Dugan.
All right, bye.
He did play. So one of the things I was going to talk about. I mean, it's as good a time as any to talk about. He played great tonight. He had 6 catches at the half. I'm not sure how many he had in the second half, but of the 6 catches, I think 5 of them were for first downs. I mean, he was just, they were hitting him on those 5-yard outs, yes. And the Walker Valley defensive backs were playing off of him, and he was they were slanting towards Gordy's side, and he had a phenomenal game tonight.
He did. I mean, he was Aiden McCleary's number one go-to. I felt like. I mean, he was. I mean, the slot receiver. I mean, he does his inside outs. I mean, Taylor Dugan did what he needed to do and make it happen.
Yeah, no doubt. So tonight, but again, from a scoring standpoint, Bradley Central tonight had that. The big thing. Aiden McCleary. You could tell Aiden wasn't fully healthy, but obviously came out and got the job done. But Bradley had 190 yards rushing tonight, and I know Jackson Wilson had at least 175 or 180 of them. He had I think it was 33 yards at the half, but then that 79-yard touchdown that he had when he broke to the outside there, a couple of missed tackles by Walker Valley. When he took that to the house, that was the kind of the Walker Valley had got that they had gotten the fumble recovery off the kickoff, and interestingly that was Jackson didn't jump on the ball there, and then the Bradley defense. I mean, I can't talk enough. We'll talk more about that, but that Bradley front seven tonight was phenomenal. Is all you can say about it.
I mean, that's what Damon does. I mean, he gets their defense ready, and that's going to be top notch. Every game, it's going to be coming in and out. The defense is always going to be ready.
Definitely. And then Jackson Wilson, Bradley gets the ball back. Jackson Wilson goes 79 yards to the house to put them up 24-10, and that was, at that point it was the end of it. And because Walker Valley tonight, I mean, Lay was hang on, I've got a stat here. He was 14 of 21. But he only had 145 passing yards and an interception. So they just couldn't get the ball down the field. So the first drive was just precision by Lay in that Walker Valley offense. They drove the ball down the field, not getting in the end zone there and having to settle for the Eli Wilson field goal hurt them. But man, what a phenomenal drive! But the second drive, Damon and the Bradley Central, they basically changed their entire defense. They walked their cornerbacks up to the line of scrimmage to take away that short pass, and they left a linebacker coming up and basically shadowing the running back there to take away the screen. And then they just let their front front seven eat.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I heard Rodney Williams' name a lot. He played well, and this is a lot of those guys at the front seven, like you said, playing well. And it felt like to me that Damon. I mean, you kind of knew what play they were going to call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Walker Valley. I mean, it was either one or two plays, just quarterback power. That's all it was. I mean, I don't know if there was something else going on, and that's all they needed to run. But I mean, I think Walker Valley had to come up with something better than quarterback power.
Well, I think what a lot of that was, and Lane Johnson tonight had a phenomenal game as well. He struggled with cramps a little bit, but man, he had a phenomenal game as well. I think they didn't have time to run anything else. Right. I mean, that's really all they could do was run the football because the Bradley front seven were in the backfield with them, and that second drive. Basically, Walker Valley drives the ball down the field, has to kick the field goal. Bradley comes back and basically goes down the field, and on I guess that was about an 80-yard drive, and then for the touchdown 85 I think, and then Walker Valley gets the football back, 3 straight sacks, and it was kind of downhill from there. The offense just couldn't get anything going after that.
I'll say this: I mean, the one thing that Walker Valley is going to have to fix is that offensive line coming into this district, because you're not playing in the district that you were last year. Right. Because looking at the paper you have, it's McMinn County, Ray County, Ooltewah, and Howard. Mm-hmm. I mean, those are two totally. This isn't Lenore City. Right. I mean, you played Ray County last year, and it was and Saudi Daisy. I mean, you're playing a whole different schedule. You're playing a whole different teams in this year, and your offensive line is going to have to get better than what it was tonight. Yeah.
They definitely, the offensive line is definitely going to have to play better. And the Walker Valley defense again, Walker Valley defense played well. They had a couple of missed tackles, and the one that killed them was the 79-yarder by Jackson Wilson. For the record, that young man can play.
Yeah, he hadn't skipped a beat since last year.
No, he's the real Jackson Wilson is the real deal. So he's fun to watch. He lowers his shoulder and he gets through the arm tackles and definitely he's fun to watch. So Bradley Central is 2-0. Heading to Cleveland next week, so that's gonna be a big game. And then tonight for Cleveland, Acevedo was the player of the game on the defensive line, and the defense apparently came to play tonight. Let me pull those stats real quick here. So Boyd had 3 rushes for 30 yards. I know he got hurt, and I don't think he came back into the game. Lambert 9 rushes for 24 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Davis 16 for 65. So interestingly, did Brian Beard not play tonight?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so Beard got injured as well. So Isaiah Davis had to step in, and Davis stepped in last year and had some pretty good games. So Destin Thomas 5 catches for 92 yards. So that's really just again. I think so. He had 130 in week 1, 92 in week 2. Destin is he struggled with cramps tonight as well. But Destin he's the real deal. That kid is a great wide receiver.
He is. I mean that's what he did all last year as well. I mean him and Drew Lambert. Made it happen in the pocket and throwing the deep balls. And I think it's the 1-2 punch that Cleveland needs going in for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and so Lambert struggled a little bit tonight from the throwing the football. So he was 8 of 21 for 75 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So again, anytime you play McMinn County, that Cleveland McMinn County game is always an ugly game, and it's a game that you bat, especially when you're at McMinn. You just have to battle through. That's one of those you battle through and get a win.
You do. Anytime you go to McMinn, I think anybody will attest to it. Going up to McMinn's a great win. Because, McMinn County's a tough place to play. The fans are tough. Everything's tough. So, you go in, you have to go in and get the win.
Definitely. So we're going to take another quick break. We'll come back, look at the scoreboard again. Give us a call, 614-6499. We want to hear from you folks that were at the games. We want to hear what your thoughts are on it. So again, give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center offers Bradley County's only state-of-the-art sterile compounding laboratory. We are here to customize drugs and medications that are not available commercially or over the counter. Maintain your health with medication designed to meet your body's specific needs. It's just what the doctor ordered. Put your health in the hands of trained professionals you know and trust. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center, North Ocoee Street. Phone 476-5548 or visit medicalcenterrx.com.
We are being defined by algorithms that think they know what you like and who you are. But is their digital version of you really you? The all-new Infiniti QX55. Introduce yourself.
Good.
Welcome back to Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Kent, you want to give the scoreboard one more time?
Yeah, Bradley Central defeats Walker Valley 24-10. Cleveland defeats McMinn County 21-17. Bearden defeats Oak Ridge 14-9. Tellicove Plains defeats McMinn Central 18-16. Polk County 29 defeats Sequoia 0.
Woo! Woo!
Polk County's back. Knox Fulton defeats Knox Central 31-14. Rockwood loses to Sweetwater and Nailbiter 36-35. Loudon defeats Lenoir City 43-7. McCauley beats Calhoun, Georgia 38-20. Marion County defeats Sequatchie County 21-0. Powell loses to Maryville 52-31. Knox Halls defeats Morristown East 41-25. Copper Basin and Fannin County did not play due to COVID. Alcoa defeats Gatlinburg Pittman 56-7. Stone Memorial defeats East Ridge 47-21. Tyner defeats Grundy County 52-14. Carnes defeats William Blunt 40-7. Signal Mountain defeats Saudi Daisy 21-14. And Farragut loses to Knox West 41-38.
Thank you, sir. So anybody wants to give us a call, 614-6499. That'll be the number you call. We'd love to have you on and tell us about what you saw tonight. Support your favorite team, or if you want to call and talk a little Bradley Cleveland rivalry week, we'll talk about that as well. That's I don't remember. I mean, both teams 2-0.
2-0.
When the last time that happened was?
I can't remember.
It's probably been a while.
It's been a while. I'm trying to think.
So again, it's a big week next week, and it's a region game. And again, like we were saying, this is a tough region. So this is a game. The winner of this game is probably again, everything shakes out. The winner of this game is probably playoff bound.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So we'll take this caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
How about that big red train?
Yes, sir.
I heard about him on the radio, man. Back on the win column. 2 wins in a row. Maybe they can make it 3 next week.
Who they got next week?
I think they're playing Tellico. I have to check. I have to check on the internet to see. But I wasn't, at that game tonight. I was over at the Cleveland McMinn County game, and I'm here to tell you, historically, everybody knows this, that the referees over there at McMinn County stink. Point blank and period. So that kind of ends that situation. On to something else. Of course, next Friday night, that's the big game between Cleveland and Bradley. And guess what, boys? I'm gonna be there.
Come on,
come on with it.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there at that ball game. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people saying that Bradley's gonna win. And you would think that, but never count Blue Raiders out. They, tonight it's back and forth with with this ball game, and if you never know. They can have a real good week next week. Anything can happen, but it's going to be a big ball game. I predict Bradley will win. Excuse me. I think it's going to be something like maybe 28-14 or 28-21, something like that. But I just thought I'd sit there and give a shout out to my boys over there in Benton. Way to go, Coach Brewer and company. Keep up the good work. Take the small steps first, and build into something bigger. Get better every day. That's all you can do right now. But congratulations to them, and I'll see y'all boys over there at Cleveland High School next Friday night, boys.
We'll see you next Friday.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
So he said a lot of people are thinking, and he's probably right. A lot of people are thinking that Bradley's going to come out and win that game. I think there's a lot of people that think Cleveland's going to play with Bradley.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be I definitely think it's going to be a good game. Obviously, they're going to work this week to get McClary healthier.
Yeah.
You could tell he probably wasn't 100% tonight. Played a great game, but he wasn't moving around like he normally does. But I think again, you're talking about. When this year started, a lot of people were talking about me, and I'll use me specifically. Was talking about how it was going to be all three teams were going to be really good offensively, and questioning the defensive side. But I think the Bradley defense and the Cleveland defense have kind of at this point proven me wrong. And for that matter, the Walker Valley defense has played well also. But I think that's going to be with Pelele, with O'Brien, with Acevedo and Morales. I mean, you got a lot of athletes for Cleveland, and then at the same with Bradley, you've got a lot of kids that are going both ways. That a lot of times these coaches don't like to do that, but I think because of depth and just because they're great athletes, they've had to do that. But I think the defenses have played well, and so I think you're going to see as they put it, an old slobber knocker next week at Cleveland High School.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. A lot of people are going to be over there. I mean, it's Bradley Cleveland week and it's Labor Day weekend, so I mean, somebody's going to be looking for something to do.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, always something.
Hey, Friday night, what better place to be?
You got the Vols on Thursday, then Bradley Cleveland on Friday.
There you go. Who on Saturday?
I don't know.
UTC?
No, UTC plays on Thursday too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, unfortunately.
There you go.
I know. But hey, I don't know. I mean, it's just Cleveland Bradley. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's going to be that rivalry game's always a tough one to go. I mean, it's going to be, the students involved. I mean, parents involved. I mean, everybody gets involved. So it's always. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I mean, it's one of those games where you don't forget, and hopefully the best team comes out on top.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I mean, and again, I look for the social media to be a little heavier this week than in past years. Yeah. A little chippy because, again, both teams are 2-0.
Yeah.
This will be their first region game. So I think if you ask a Walker Valley, if you ask a Bradley fan, I think every Bradley fan is going to say, "Oh yeah, I think we're going to win." Every Cleveland fan is going to say, "Yep, I think we're going to win," which all of a sudden turns it into a little back and forth.
I would hope so.
Well, I know, but sometimes there are plenty of times that you look at that and go, "Yeah, we're not going to win."
I mean, you never know. You never know about anything.
Hey, you never know. And again, it's a rivalry game, you can kind of throw the records out the window anyway.
Throw it out the window.
Man, I can't wait to see how this game turns out. So we're going to go ahead and take this caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz. Caller, you're not on the Blitz. Call back. You hung up. So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and hopefully this caller will call back. Give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
Hey, I'm Eric Gardner with Volunteer Rid-A-Pest. Many people want to do it yourself. So if you're having a pest problem at your home, you can, but you got to be very careful, because here's the thing. Most of the time, if a person goes to the emergency room due to pesticide exposure, it's typically a homeowner who has misapplied or improperly stored the pesticide. So use the right product in the right amount, in the right area, and you'll have success, but be careful. Or you can give us a call and we'll make sure we do it right, and we'll do it very safely.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
Can I get a hamburger? Extra ketchup, but no pickles.
Actually, pickles. One vanilla cone. And a sweet tea. Hot chocolate.
Your largest coffee.
I'm gonna need like
10 Egg McMuffins, please.
1 hamburger Happy Meal.
Make that 2.
Make that 3.
No pickles!
A Sprite, and what else? Oh, and one more thing. 10-piece McNuggets, barbecue sauce.
You've been loyal. We want to reward that. Introducing My McDonald's Rewards. Now every order earns points redeemable for free McDonald's.
We'll see if we can get any more callers.
Yeah, of course. Bradley Central defeats Walker Valley 24-10. Cleveland defeats McMinn County 21-17. Bearden defeats Oak Ridge 14-9. Tellico Plains defeats McMinn Central 18-16. McPolk County defeats Sequoia 29-0.
Woo! Woo!
Knox Ford defeats Knox Central 31-14. Lockwood loses to Sweetwater 36-35. Loudon defeats Lenore City 43-7. McCauley defeats Calhoun, Georgia 38-20. Marion County defeats Sequatchie County 21-0. Powell loses to Maryville 42-31. Knox Halls defeats Morristown East 43-25. Gatlinburg Pittman loses to Alcoa 56-7. Stone Memorial defeats East Ridge 47-21. Grundy County loses to Tyner 52-14. Carnes loses to William Blunt. Carnes defeats William Blunt 40-7. Signal Mountain defeats Saudi Daisy 21-14. And Farragut loses to Knox West 41-38.
Thanks, Biscuit. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Yes, I just want to give a shout out to Walker Valley Mustangs tonight. They always play with heart. I just want to give a shout out to Walker Valley Mustangs. They always play with heart, even when they get down. I want to give a shout out to them. Who reckons those up there?
Absolutely. They never quit tonight.
Yeah, man. Walker Valley goes way back. My family owned that land. Graduated there and left.
It was. That's one of the things I love about Coach Akins, that coaching staff, and all those players is, man, no matter what's going on, they play hard and they play till the end. All right, thanks for calling.
Thanks, sir.
So, Biscuit, let's talk about next week. Anything important going on next week?
I don't know. You tell me.
So
I got work next week. Does that count?
That doesn't count at all.
This corporate America stuff is getting overrated.
I told you. Adulting sucks.
I don't know why you told me to go. I don't know why you told me to get a job. I should have in college.
Adulting sucks. We'll take this caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
I hadn't talked to you all year so far. Well, it's just second game though. I tell you what, guys, we had some good games, and I'm surprised in Polk County.
Hey, come on!
I'm not surprised. We're back, baby. 2-0. Let's go.
Woo!
Well, yeah, but Cleveland High School, that was a very costly game for Cleveland. I don't know if a Tito Boyd's out or not.
Yeah, that's with Boyd. I had somebody text me and tell me that Boyd and Beard both left in the first quarter and never came back. So not sure the status of their injuries, but both of them being out it would be a crushing blow to Cleveland if they're out for any extended period of time.
Yeah, next week Bradley goes to Cleveland, right?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna be at that game. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Jason Hildebrand.
Shoo! Why would you acknowledge that he's your friend?
You must be looking for friends.
You know who I am, don't you?
Yeah, I know who you are.
Anyway, Jason's a good guy. Now, what happened to my guy Terry Evans?
So I don't know what was Terry just wasn't able to be there tonight. So he'll be back. He'll be back next Friday.
Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm just glad to hear you guys on every week. How long have you guys been on there? How many years have you been on there?
So this is year 17 for me.
17.
Yeah. What is it for you, Biscuit? 4?
Yeah, I think this is 4 for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're just a part timer this year. So,
Part-timer.
but yeah, Stephen and I did the show the first year, and for the first 7-8 years and all that. So I've done it all 17 years, been a part of it. So it's been around for a while. It's about time for me to retire, though, I think.
Well, no, I don't say that. On my radio show, I got a call from Brett Whitehead last week, and I was glad to hear from him. And but I hope I see you guys over at the Bradley game. I'm gonna look for you.
Yep, you'll definitely see me there.
All right, guys, good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Talk to you next week. So, Kent, Walker Valley next week is at home. Their first region game against Ottawa.
That'll be an interesting game.
I think it will be too. We don't know a lot about Ottawa. They got COVIDed out tonight.
Yeah, but the thing was they lost to a good East Hamilton team last week too.
Right. Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting ball game. So we'll go ahead and take this caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
Hi, y'all. How are y'all?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to call in and brag on the Blue Raiders tonight. They had a heck of a ball game. Play with a lot of resiliency, something you haven't seen out of the culture of Cleveland in a long time. Just want to say go Blue. It feels like a rivalry heading into Bradley-Cleveland week for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's the thing is, and that we've been talking about, and I mean, you've been around this rivalry for a long time, and first time in a long time, both teams are, again, we're early in the season, but for both teams to be 2-0, both teams are, defensively are playing really well right now. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next week.
Yeah, I am too, man. It's fun getting to come back and watch everybody play and actually have a team that has a culture around them that wants to win and feels like they should win. And it's a lot more fun being a Blue Raider fan right now than it has been.
Definitely. How do you think they played tonight?
Well, I think they played well, considering we did kind of seem like we had to play against two teams. I know that's been a little bit of conversation tonight, but a lot of them kept their head level, played, like I said, with a lot of resiliency and played through it. And at the end of the day, found a way to win the ball game.
Yeah, and again, that's a big win. I mean, McMinn County is always a tough ball game for them, and it's been 3 or 4 years since they beat McMinn County.
Well, yeah, my senior year we had a fight on the field, and I guess last time we beat them was 2019 at home. It would have been senior night, 2019, I believe. So
okay, I forgot about that one.
Since we got a win.
So it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, getting a win up there is always good, and I think it shows a lot of confidence heading into next week. That's for sure.
Definitely, and next week, I mean, that's again, both defenses are playing great. And we'll see which if Cleveland can get their offense cranked back up and see who's healthy for Cleveland. That's the big worry right now is who's going to be healthy for Cleveland next week.
Yeah, Tito Boyd's a tough kid, man. He's wrestled through a lot of injuries, played through a lot of injuries, and this isn't going to be a game he's going to want to miss. That's for sure. And I think Drew Lambert and Dustin Thomas are due for a big week, and I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks per usual, and I think it's going to be a great week for the community as a whole. So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely so. Well, man, thanks for calling, and we'll talk to you later.
For sure. Go Blue.
All right, so Ken, again, so we got Bradley, Cleveland next week.
Yeah.
So, hey, Matt, you want to come in here and talk to me for a minute?
I will. Yeah.
Come on. We'll let we got Matt Ingram, Scott Carroll just coming back. So grab that mic there for me real quick. So Matt, tell me what you saw tonight. I mean, I know it was a battle, and both teams played hard, and it was back and forth the whole game. So from your vantage point, what did you see tonight?
Well, both teams had less than 250 total yards, so it was a defensive battle. McMinn's always going to bring that. Remember, in the past years, we've struggled to stop McMinn in their running game. Mm-hmm. But our defensive players and staff, every run fit was right. They're stopping stretch. They're stopping the quarterback power zone. They're stopping ISOs. They're stopping those plays. And, In the past, we hadn't done that, but we were physical tonight. We hit the quarterback early. I'm not sure if he ever recovered. We hit their second back. We, kind of spun him out. We have become a physical defensive team, and I like it.
Definitely. I mean, it's good to see that physicality come back to the Cleveland defense, because we haven't seen that in a few years.
Yeah, and you can't win championships without good D. And I was texting the guys on the way down here. They're proud of their kids. They've worked hard. They're seeing the fruits of their labor, and they're just kind of blue collar, work hard, hit hard, and good things will happen. I'm proud of our staff and our kids and our high school.
Definitely so. And Matt, just real quick, and I'll let you get out of here. So this is Bradley Cleveland week.
Yeah, buddy.
I saw Bradley tonight. Bradley's front seven is for real as well. So
no doubt.
I look for a battle next week, and I think both teams are going to play hard.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be physical next week.
It's going to be physical, and we can be physical without Tito and some of our studs. We did it tonight. We do. It's going to be nice, hopefully, to get Tito back in the backfield. But freshman Isaiah Davis had about 65 yards. He ran hard all night long. I'm proud of him. But, yeah, it's Bradley. I know they've got the big Wilson kid. Didn't he have a big night tonight?
He had a 79-yard run. He had about probably 175, 180 yards rushing.
Yeah, he's good. We saw him at Lake Forest Middle. We knew he was going to be tough, and it'll be physical. We'll have to be physical to stop them next week.
Yeah, definitely so. That's going to be, and again, hopefully Tito's back and and healthy, and again, just that's going to be it's going to be fun, because just watching Bradley tonight, I really thought, and I said this earlier, I thought that our area was not going to be that good defensively this year, but Cleveland and Bradley have kind of flipped the script on me with that, and both teams have kind of showed up both weeks and been very good defensively.
Yeah, Coach Wheeler knew, and Coach Barger and those guys, they knew they had to do something different heading into this year, and they've gotten more physical. Their practices, I think, are a little bit more physical and tougher, old school, and so we've got a little bit of an identity, and it's not just smoke and mirrors. We're hitting hard, we're blocking, we're tackling, and those are the things that win ball games.
Absolutely. Matt, thanks for jumping in here on us for just a minute, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, thanks for what you guys do, and it's now started Bradley Cleveland week.
It is Bradley Cleveland week. It's on.
I think I already saw people running up and down the strip hollering stuff. So yeah, get ready.
Hey, it's so and that's what we were saying, with both teams 2-0.
Yeah.
And both teams feeling good about how they're playing right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting week this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a Marty party at 850 Raider Drive. So y'all come on out.
Thanks, Matt.
You bet.
Let's take one more quick break, and we'll come back and wrap this thing up. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
Need a metal roof for your home or business? Come see us at Best Buy Metals, a leading manufacturer of metal roofing products. Looking for great service? Check. Want to choose from a wide variety of metal roofing products? Check. How about complimentary takeoffs and free estimates for commercial and residential projects? Check and check. From small orders to semi-loads, we've got you covered. Literally. Best Buy Metals. Quality roofing that lasts a lifetime. Come see us today.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. You probably heard the news. Most dealers don't have any inventory, but at Kia Cleveland, we do. In fact, we've got even more new Kias than I'm comfortable with, so we're rolling them out of here, like 2020 Kia Rios starting at $13,900. That's right, brand new cars starting at $13,900. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3. KiaofCleveland.com.
All right, welcome back to Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. As we wrap this thing up tonight, Stephen Shelton just texted me and said, yes, it is time for me to retire.
I thought he already did.
I thought I had too, but there you go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Since it's time for me to retire, I guess we'll call it quits for tonight. Again, a big win tonight for Cleveland, 21-17 over McMinn County, and a big crosstown rivalry win for Bradley Central tonight to go to 2-0, and over Walker Valley's 1-1 now, 24-10. So, again, on a more important note, the Big Red Train is
2-0, baby. Let's get it. 2-0.
So for Kent, the Biscuit Christian, this is Greg Phillips. We'll say good night and God bless. We'll see you next week.
Another SOS, and you're